Hey guys, how you doing? This is Julian Lee with the Conscious Vegans, and in today's video I want to discuss the 5 top benefits of Shilajit for men. Okay, now if you want to find out about the Shilajit that I've been using over the last several years, you can click the link in the description field and pick that up. But without further ado guys, let's jump right in, and I want to share with you not only the 5 benefits of Shilajit for men, but also where to find the actual research studies on those different benefits. Okay, so that's very important. I know a lot of times, you know, you can hear people make certain claims, and of course, I can only speak from my experience of using Shilajit, but do know that there's actually medical evidence of how powerful Shilajit's working. All right, there's actually been some medical studies. I'll show you guys where to go to get that information as we go through this video and I break down these 5 different benefits. All right, so let me go ahead real quick, and I'll bring up the website. It's called Pubmedgov, and I think I've got it up there from the history. There you go. And you could go here and you can actually type in Shilajit. I keep saying Shilajit. I've been calling it that for years. but there it goes, right? So you'll see there's about 74 different studies of it. There's obviously some with male mice, but the ones I want to focus on today are the clinical studies they've done with humans, right? Because that's what really counts. Even though the mice, yeah, that helps to a degree, but let's talk about, benefit number 1, right? As a man, we want to actually make sure our testosterone levels are on point, all right? So that's benefit number 1. It naturally boosts your testosterone levels. A lot of people, even when I was young, one thing I came across Shilajit, where I read about that, it allows you to work out, allows you to boost your testosterone levels. You can build muscle faster, you recover faster, and all those things that most guys like to have, right? So let me go ahead and bring up my little cheat sheet real quick right here. And I'm going to drop all these research references in the description field. And hopefully all those dogs barking out here as I'm on the patio doesn't interfere with the audio in the video, but we'll see once it's recorded. But yeah, so here's that study on the testosterone levels. And this was, this was on men between 45 and 55. And that's the research information that shows how it's actually boosted their testosterone levels. So no, Shilajit is great for that, guys. So we're in good hands, like Allstate as the commercial goes, right? So let's go ahead and move on to benefit number 2. And of course, we want to be able to have the good cognitive function. We want to be focused, man. We want to be able to stay in the zone. And that's what the second study actually covers, right? Let me go ahead and bring that up for cognitive function, right? We want to be able to, be mentally sharp, be witty, to be able to think fast, be able to recall and learn information quickly. And if you're a conscious person who does a lot of meditation, it helps to quiet your mind as well, because it does bring your body to a homeostasis, to a balanced space, and mentally allows you to help you boost that Kundalini energy as you go through your meditation practices and you're doing any breath work and things of that nature as well. But here's that particular video. Excuse me, not video, but there's a reference there that shows how that actually helps you. And let's go ahead and move on to numero 3, right? Number 3. All right, and that will be, drum roll, let me bring this back up, sperm count. Now, I know before you guys say anything, as soon as you hear boosting testosterone, the default thing is yes, it helps with with sperm count as well, and that is true. However, what I wanted to discuss in this video here, right, is there's a specific research done on this, right? So this was done on 60 infertile male patients, okay, and it's proven to help their actual sperm count. So maybe some of these guys, could be something hereditary, maybe it's their lifestyle, and they're looking to create a new family, right? Them and their significant other, their girlfriend, whatever the case is, they want to build a family together. And the best chances best way to help them, if the mother's fine, of course, if there's no issues there, is to boost that sperm count. And of course, we all know, right, at the end of the day, it's the more the merrier, but it only takes that one, right? So the more you have, the better the chances. So think about that, guys, from that perspective. Do know that there is actually a real trial that proves that Shilajit will boost your sperm count, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to number 4, all right, the 4th benefit. And the 4th benefit, guys, is antioxidant activity, okay? And again, there's a lot more benefits for Shilajit, but I want to touch on these specifically because it's I've got the some trials that you guys could go ahead and go ahead and read rather. And here's the one right there on on the power of the antioxidant power of Shilajit. Obviously, it does help with stress, and that's another great thing, right? And that all affects your immune system. Of course, if your body is breaking down from stress, the immune system gets weak and you get sick. But know that Shilajit is a very powerful antioxidant. But this is the important thing as well. Check this out, guys. Look right here. It also helps your HDL cholesterol as well. All right, it's been shown there to simultaneously improve your HDL cholesterol based of this study. And this was done for 45 days was the period of that particular study. So know that as well. So there's number 4. So let's talk about numero 5, cinco, right? Number 5, and this one was interesting. I didn't expect this one. I'm gonna show it with you because some of you guys may think this is not a big deal, but you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Number 5 is altitude problems. I had no idea Shilajit assisted you with altitude problems because, again, when I started taking Shilajit, I didn't go in there with altitude issues in mind, right? It was all about the testosterone, the strength, the focus, and all these things, being super strong, super fast, you know what I'm saying? But high altitude problem is a big deal, especially like me, for instance. I live in Florida, right? So you could be somewhere else in the world, right? But again, at the end of the day, if you're raised in a low altitude area and you actually go to a high altitude area, you could get pretty sick. All right, I'm gonna touch on it. I'm gonna show you the studies and different things that can happen, but know that Shilajit will assist you. Now, the flip side of that is interesting because I remember when I used to run track when I was young in high school. There's a lot of people used to come from out of state sometimes to different track meets that we had all over the state. And in that particular case, we knew that people from Texas, for whatever reason, those guys were blazing fast because there's a certain area in Texas, I forget which area it is, where the altitude is high, which means, there's less air there, so it's harder for them to breathe. But if you're in that area, you get used to that area. When you come to low altitude areas, your lungs are more efficient. So now there's a lot more oxygen they can work from. So those guys athletically were awesome athletes, all right? For the folks that were actually athletes themselves, and that's what they train on. So let me show you this real quick. So here's some of the high altitude problems you would have, right? Check this out. Hypoxia, whatever that is. But you've got acute mountain sickness, high altitude cerebral edema, pulmonary edema, insomnia, tiredness, lethargy, of course, lack of appetite, body pain, dementia. All those different things could actually happen for someone who's used to being in a low altitude and they go somewhere where it's a high altitude. So keep that in mind. And as you can see there, it's a health rejuvenator and it helps to overcome high altitude related problems. So it doesn't matter, where you are in the world. If you're used to a low altitude area and you know that you're going somewhere, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're going skiing up in the mountains or something like that. Know that, make sure you pack that Shilajit because that will assist you if you're going to be in a high altitude area for any period of time, especially if you've been living your life in a low altitude area. So it doesn't matter where you're around in the world, right? Again, if you're coming from low altitude, going into high altitude, then Shilajit will definitely assist you guys. So that's it for my 5 benefits on Shilajit. This is Julian Lee. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and got some value from that. If you hasn't as of yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash the bell button so you get updates of videos that I put out on the channel. And don't forget, of course, click the link in the description field below and pick up that Shilajit that I've been using for the last 3 years, guys. This is Julian Lee again with the Conscious Vegans. Much love and appreciation for you guys being here checking out my video. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.